I got to keynote a conference today for school operations leaders that was all about AI. And so, surprise, surprise, I had everybody focus on 5 questions that they should be asking as they work with AI platforms, regardless of the platform. Question number 1 is, what type of relationship do you want? For example, some people treat AI like a vending machine. Insert prompt, get out what you want. The problem is, researchers at MIT found that that approach leads to a massive decline in brain activity. And so, what they actually recommend is that you treat AI like a colleague, not a vending machine. Second question is, what type of task is this? And this is great because actually there are some things we do better as humans than AI, some things AI does better, and some things we do better together. And that was actually proven out by some research done at MIT as well. Third question was, what's the real problem? Sometimes we jump into things because we're so action oriented and we just immediately start solving the thing that shows up in front of us, right? We need to stop and step back and make sure we're actually solving the right problem. Because if we jump right into solving using whatever platform, all you're going to do is get the wrong answer faster. Question number 4 is, what are your values? I think this one actually becomes incredibly important as we use these platforms more often. If you don't know what you value, and if you aren't clear with that, clear on those values with the platforms, then actually what happens is your biases, your prejudices, things that you didn't know, they just start to creep in. And before you know it, you might be doing or saying or seeing things that don't quite align with who you are and who you want to be aspirationally. So, what are your values? And then the fifth question that we talked about today is, what's your competitive advantage? I think, and I know that it doesn't feel like this because schools have been around for forever, right? But I think that we need to be thoughtful about this idea that we might be in the middle of our own kind of blockbuster or Kodak moment of disruption. There might be some school out there that is doing things so radically different than we are, and they're going to become the competition. We don't see it yet, but we need to be aware of it. And so, for all of the school leaders who were there today, that was a question I said, this one keeps me up at night. We should be really talking about this. And yet, I don't think we are, because education, well, traditionally slow and not always up to speed with everything. And so we might see our own blockbuster moment coming in the next few years.